All right, good morning. Welcome to the Overtaxed Taxpayer Channel. My name is Overtaxed. First sip of the morning. 6-shot latte. Silver, sitting in the mid $19 range per troy ounce. Doing good. Nothing to report about silver or precious metals. I have something. I saw a very disturbing video I want to talk about that I saw on a wonderful channel. If I can give out a shout out to the conservative twins. I actually saw it some time ago, about a month ago, but I needed to digest it a little bit. But I got an email asking why I don't do silver videos, saying that, and they gave me a wonderful compliment. I don't necessarily agree that I was one of the founding silver videos out there, or the grandfather. What did he call me? The grandfather of precious metals videos. I don't see it that way because I believe at the time there was plenty of other silver and gold channels out there. But the bottom line is this: why don't I do silver and gold videos any longer? Couple of reasons. Nothing new to report, right? And as far as the educational, just had a Joe Biden moment. As far as the educational component of my older videos, I've said all I needed to say. I've taught all I needed to teach. And there's so many other gold and silver channels that now have picked up the torch, and I believe do it even better. Why try to keep up with them when they're putting out an excellent product that I don't believe I can improve upon anymore? You got, so many channels that I can't even give out all shout outs to. Who was it? Yankee Stacker, or Silver Dragons and Silver Slayer and all these other channels, and I apologize if I pronounced your name or said your name wrong, but there's so many that just do it better now. You know what I mean? Why? I'll let them do it. So I saw this video. Again, another shout out to Conservative Twins. Please go see their YouTube channel. Let them know I sent you. About a month ago, I saw this video of this male couple in bed. They were just lying there. One was the feminine, and one was the man. That kind of couple, if you know what I mean. And the lady, we'll just call her the lady of the lady was holding a baby. And the crux of the video is this: that she gave birth to this baby and was able to, I don't know if she actually claimed she gave birth to the baby, but she was actually able to lactate so the baby can suckle his chest. And this video and I'm a little bit all over the place this morning. I haven't even had 2 sips of coffee today. I'll wake up. The crux of the video is, I had to actually turn it off because it was kind of disgusting to me. The crux of the video is that men can lactate and all this stuff, and the conservative twins were like showing this video and showing how crude it was, how disgusting it was. I wanted to talk a little bit about this thing. I just saw something on television where a college, the professor said he confirmed that there was only 2 genders, male and female, and half the class walked out. We're talking college. And if you can program adults, because that's what they are, to believe It's possible. You can teach them to believe anything, they will believe it, regardless of whether it's true or not. This breast milk that this man was lactating, it lacked all important nutrients to feed a baby. Because a Ford is a Ford, a Chevy is a Chevy, a man is a man. No matter what you do to it, no matter how you modify it, the registration number or the VIN number, which is VIN number. I'm pointing at my VIN right now. Metaphor for DNA. No matter how you modify a man, you can put a man on a freaking table and you can have Dr. Frankenstein go in there and take out organs, put in stuff, modify it, put in a fake pouch, and you can modify that man and put a baby in that pouch, and then you can put tubes so you can feed that embryo or whatever the hell it is. That doesn't make him a female. A Chevy is a Chevy no matter how you freaking modify it. A man is a man no matter how you modify it. And the VIN number, the DNA, will always stay the same. You're not allowed to take VIN numbers off a car, and you cannot, mandated by our God in heaven, change the DNA, the human VIN number. These kids nowadays believe this because, oh, we heard that a man gave birth to a baby and is able to have the baby lactate. They're not told the entire truth, that this man was put on a freaking butcher table and they modified him. And not modified him with female organs, just man-made sacs that the embryo can grow into. Little things like that. Tubes going in and out to feed the embryo. They're not telling that the lactating milk has zero nutrients that is required by a newborn baby. A man has testosterone in him, and to offset some of that testosterone, we have a little bit of estrogen. That's a women's hormone. Women are the opposite. Their main hormone is estrogen, and they have just a little bit of testosterone to offset the estrogen. So what these men are doing to lactate, to prove that they're a woman, I'm going to prove I'm a woman. See, I'm a woman. I'm going to actually take estrogen pills and testosterone blockers to reverse, to make my hormone levels like a woman. That way, because all men, if they have too much, all men, they have too much estrogen in their body. If that balance is not at that right equilibrium between testosterone and estrogen, the man will freaking lactate. But that doesn't mean he's a woman. And it's just another form of Frankensteining a person. Okay, I'm going to do this surgery on you. I'm going to cut this organ off. We'll give you some fucking, excuse my language. We'll give you some estrogen. We'll give you some testosterone blockers. And we're just going to call you a woman. No, that does not make him a woman. Because no matter what you do to him on the operating table and then medicate him afterwards, his human VIN number still stays the same. A Chevy is a Chevy no matter what you do to it. And a man's a man no matter what you do to it. That's just how I feel. It is amazing how people they're not hearing the whole story. They heard or they see video evidence of a man giving birth. He didn't give freaking birth. It's like freaking taking two different plants and what do you call that? When they do, I forgot what you call it, when you take two plants and you're able to tie them together and they grow into this new modified plant. You know, these kids are not hearing the full story of how this baby got into them. A man cannot get pregnant, no matter what. At today's technology, we'll just call it at today's technology, a man cannot get pregnant if a man, I'm trying to say this, he cannot be inseminated by another man naturally. He can't with today's technology. Therefore, a baby cannot naturally grow within him. Therefore, perhaps, because I am no doctor, I don't keep up with the medical journals or anything, I'm not even sure if we even have the technology to put a fake sac inside a man and have an embryo grow in him. I'm just theorizing, hearing all these rumors that men are having babies. If they are, I can guarantee you it's not naturally, is the point I'm trying to say. They were Frankensteined on an operating table by some freaking doctor who just wants to make a name for himself and make some money. And the same thing goes vice versa. You can do all you want with a woman on an operating table. You can cut off and snip off and give her freaking more testosterone. That you look at the freaking VIN number, metaphor for a human. The human VIN number is DNA, and she's still a freaking woman. No matter what you sew on her, what you take off and what you sew on her, and I'm just blown away by how people can be programmed. And it leads me into this new thing I want to talk about. It's the schooling, this CRT schooling. And a lot of it has to do with how the Nazis educated their kids. See, CRT is just the genesis of their new education plan. CRT is just the genesis. You think the Nazi kids immediately on day one were taught to rat on their parents? No. It took years of education until they were into their teens. That's when you give them that 6th grade or 7th grade lesson plan. That's snitching on your parents. If they hated the government, if they hated communism and helped the Jews, you know. So CRT is just the genesis. First, just like the military. When I was in the military, the only way they can teach us that this is how the military does it. They break you down. Everything, regardless of whether you're doing it right or wrong, they break you down. You're doing it wrong. You're a worthless piece of shit. You're guilty of everything. And once you're broken down, you basically erase the canvas. They're able to repaint that canvas, educate you in the way the military wants you trained. And that's what this school is. The CRT is breaking these kids down. Your country's bad. You're bad. You were born a white supremacist, and regardless of whether you're married to or have a girlfriend or a boyfriend that's black, you're racist. Regardless. They break you down, and then their plan is, once they've broken you down, as you graduate throughout the grades, your indoctrination increases, your lesson plan increases, until finally you're in 6th grade, perhaps 7th grade, and they teach you that your parents are not your real parents, that the government is the ultimate parent. Once they got that indoctrinated into you, then it's so easy for you then to believe that it's okay to snitch on your parents if they don't believe in the Communist Manifesto, if they don't believe in being controlled. If they believe in freedom, snitch on them. See how easy it is, but progressive, incrementally. And that's how these kids have been taught. These kids, these adults who walked out of that college class after hearing, half the class walked out after hearing the professor say there's only 2 genders. That took time to do. It didn't happen overnight, that reprogramming. Anyway, I gotta go. I just wanted to speak my mind, my my Thursday rant, so to speak. A Chevy is a Chevy. A man's a man, no matter what you do to upgrade him.